Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, I am the CHALL and welcome to a very special video. Now, we are 2 days away from one of the big events in the off-season, or post-season, should we say, or playoff season even, of the NBA. And that is, of course, the draft lottery, where we find out who gets the #1 pick in this year's NBA draft. Now, there is a lot of great prospects out there. Paolo Banchero, Jabari Smith, Chet Holmgren, and teams are going to want that #1 pick. But who will get it? This is what the draft lottery is all about. So I thought, you know what, in this video I'm going to give you an explanation of the draft lottery, a schedule, how it's going to work on the day, and also some odds, and also how the draft lottery works for those of you who are new to basketball and don't know about the draft lottery. So before we get started explaining the draft lottery, please do like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell to see the next YouTube video, and for now let's explain how the draft lottery will work this year. So the 14 teams that didn't make the 2022 NBA playoffs are eligible for the lottery. The NBA Board of Governors approved changes to the system back in 2017, and under the revamped format, which began with the 2019 draft, the NBA Draft Lottery will ensure that the team with the worst record will receive no worse than the 5th overall pick in the draft. Under the pre-2019 system, the team with the worst record would pick no lower than 4th. The new system will level the odds at the top of the NBA Draft Lottery so that the teams with the 3 worst regular season records will each have a 14% chance of winning the lottery. In the pre-2019 structure, the top seed had a 25% chance of winning the lottery, the second seed had a 19.9% chance, and the third seed had a 15.6% chance. After drawings are conducted for the first hour picks of the NBA draft, the other lottery teams will continue to pick in inverse order of their regular season record. So how specifically does the lottery work? The 38th annual NBA Draft Lottery will determine the order of selection for the first 14 picks of the 2022 NBA Draft. Drawings will be conducted to determine the first 4 picks of the draft, and the remainder of the lottery teams will select in positions 5 through 14 in inverse order of their 2021-2022 regular season records. The actual lottery procedure will take place in a separate room just before ESPN's national broadcast. A media member, NBA officials, and a representative of the accounting firm Ernst & Young will be in attendance for the drawings. 14 ping pong balls numbered 1 through 14 will be placed in a lottery machine. There are 1,001 possible combinations when 4 balls are drawn out of 14, without regard to their order or selection. Before the lottery, 1,000 of those 1,001 combinations will be assigned to the 14 participating lottery teams. The lottery machine is manufactured by Smart Play Company, a leading matcher of state lottery machines throughout the US. Fun fact for you there. Smart Play also weighs, measures and certifies the ping pong balls before the drawing. The drawing procedures occur in the following manner. All 14 balls are placed in the lottery machine and they are mixed for 20 seconds, and then the first ball is removed. The remaining balls are mixed in the lottery machine for another 10 seconds, then the second ball is drawn. There is a 10-second mix before the third, a 10-second mix on the fourth. The team that's been assigned the combination will receive the #1 pick. The same process repeated with the same ping pong balls and lottery machine for the 2nd through 4 picks. If the same team comes up more than once, the result is discarded and another 4-ball combination is selected. Although if the one unassigned combination is drawn, the result is discarded and the balls are drawn again. The length of time the balls are mixed is monitored by a timekeeper who faces away from the machine and signals the machine operator after the appropriate time has elapsed. A partner from Ernst & Young oversees the entire lottery process and stuffs and seals the envelopes before bringing them to the studio for the broadcast. The announcement of the lottery results will be made by Deputy Commissioner and Chief Operating Officer Mark Tatum. Representatives from each participating team will join virtually. Neither the Deputy Commissioner nor the virtual team representatives will be informed of the lottery results before the envelopes are opened. The team whose logo is the last in the envelope opened will have the #1 pick on the NBA Draft 2022, held on Thursday, June 23rd. Now, what are the odds for each team in the draft lottery? So team number 1 is a 14% odds on for number 1 pick. Team 2, 14%. Team 3, 14%. Team 4, 11.5%. So is Team 5. Team 6 is 9%. Team 7 is 7.5%. Team 8, 9 and 10 is 4.5%. Team 11 is 1.8%. Team 12 is 1.7%, Team 13 is 1%, and Team 14 is 0.5%. But what about picks 15 to 60 in the NBA draft? Well, the draft selections for the remainder of the first round, 15 to 30, and the entire second round, 30 to 60, are determined by reverse order of regular season record. Each NBA team gets one selection in the first round and one selection in the second round. The 2022 draft order for the remainder of the first round will be determined at the end of the regular season. Last year, the Detroit Pistons won the lottery in 2021, ultimately using that pick to select Cade Cunningham. Now, what's the history of the draft lottery and when was it first used? From 1966 to 1984, the NBA team that finished with the worst record in each conference participated in a coin flip, and the team that won the coin flip received the number 1 overall pick in the NBA draft. The team that lost would receive number 2. The remaining teams picked in inverse order of their regular season records. But back in June 1984, the NBA Board of Governors voted to adopt a lottery system among the non-playoff teams, or the teams holding their picks through trades, to determine their order of selection in the first round of the NBA draft beginning in 1985. There have been multiple changes and adaptations ever since it first started. The NBA Board of Governors back in October 1989 adopted a weighted system beginning with the 1990 NBA Draft Lottery, including 11 teams due to the expansion, Charlotte and Miami joining the NBA for the 88-89 season, and Minnesota and Orlando followed in 89-90 season. The team with the worst regular season record received 11 chances at the top pick out of a total of 66. The second worst team got 10 chances, and the team with the best record amongst the non-playoff teams was given 1 chance. Many other altercations changed. Back in 2004, the draft lottery increased to 14 teams with the addition of the Bobcats. However, as part of the expansion agreement, the Bobcats were locked into a 4th position in the 2004 draft and therefore did not have a chance to receive other picks in the lottery. As recently as 2017, the Board of Governors approved change to the lottery system effective with the 2019 draft, reducing the odds so that the teams with the 3 worst records would share the same chance of receiving the number 1 overall draft pick, 14%. The odds for the remaining participants in the 14-team lottery would be reduced gradually after the top 3. Drawings will be concluded for the first 4 picks of the NBA draft, and the other lottery teams will continue to pick inverse for their regular season record. So that right there is the draft lottery. Its history, the odds, the schedule, and how it works. Now let me talk about my thoughts on the draft lottery and who I think is up for the top 3. So there we go, that is how the draft lottery works. Now if you're talking about the 3 worst teams in each of the East and West conferences, in the West Conference the 3 worst teams are Trailblazers, Thunder and Rockets. And for the Eastern Conference you've got the Pistons, the Pacers and the Magic. Now obviously there has been a lot of talk about the Thunder and the Pacers involved in potential number 1 picks. We're not going to talk about the draft, but if you want me to be brutally honest, at this early stage, I think that the Pacers need a good power forward, and I think that Jabari Smith fits that bill. Oklahoma City Thunder need some top talent. I think that the likes of Chet Holmgren and Paolo Banchero could be available in that option. There's certain things that certain teams need, and I will do separate videos on certain teams. But overall, then that is how the draft lottery works. That was the whole base of this video, just to explain to you a bit of an educational video as to how it works. Obviously, there will be videos coming up after the draft lottery. I'll be sharing with you the top 15 picks in the NBA. Well, obviously the 14 picks in the NBA draft, and tell you what I think each of those teams need. So I can't wait to do that video. Of course, when the regular season ends, we get the rest of the picks in. Then I'll be able to tell you what the other teams need and stuff like that. But I can't wait for the draft lottery to come in a couple of days' time. I will be watching it. There won't be a live stream, I'm afraid, but fingers crossed there will be a video either the morning after or just 24 hours after the draft lottery has ended. But like I said, fingers crossed in the near future we'll be doing a video on the first 14 picks and who I think that these teams should be going after. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. Make sure you do like, comment, subscribe. And for now, I am the CHALL. Hope you like the new logo. That is full time.